LeBron James and Kevin Love potential reunion. What it means for the Lakers' 2025 season. Is a championship reunion brewing? Lakers may bring back key player from LeBron's historic Cleveland title run. The basketball world is buzzing with news that could send waves of nostalgia through Lakers Nation. LeBron James might soon be sharing the court with a familiar face from his Cleveland glory days, reconnecting with a teammate who helped him deliver that unforgettable 2016 championship to the Cavaliers. While the Los Angeles Lakers haven't made headline-grabbing moves this summer, they've quietly assembled some interesting pieces. Their most notable acquisition has been center Deandre Ayton, secured at a surprisingly favorable price point. This addition provides Luka Doncic with precisely the type of pick-and-roll partner that previously elevated his game in Dallas. The organization also brought in Jake LaRavia. Not exactly a blockbuster signing, but a young talent with untapped potential who could flourish when playing alongside a playmaker of Doncic's caliber. On the LeBron front, the 40-year-old legend has officially exercised his option for the final year of his current contract. However, this seemingly straightforward decision hasn't stopped the rumor mill from churning out speculation about his future. Will he demand a trade mid-season? Is he planning an exit from Los Angeles after the upcoming campaign? Or could this truly be the farewell tour for one of basketball's most extraordinary careers? But here's where things get interesting. According to reporting from Jake Fisher of the Stein Line, Kevin Love could potentially reunite with LeBron in Los Angeles. The veteran forward, now 36, has apparently narrowed his playing preferences to only the most prestigious markets, specifically naming New York and Los Angeles as his desired destinations. This doesn't necessarily indicate mutual interest from the Lakers side. However, Love's role has significantly diminished during his recent tenure with the Miami Heat, with his minutes dropping dramatically over the past 2 seasons. This decline naturally raises questions about what meaningful contributions he could make to a Lakers roster with championship aspirations. And this is the part most people miss. If LeBron still maintains any influence over front office decisions, something that reports suggest hasn't been the case this offseason, Love might find himself donning the iconic purple and gold uniform before long. Multiple sources have indicated that James is dissatisfied with the Lakers' current team-building approach. The organization appears to be prioritizing long-term sustainability rather than pursuing immediate championship pieces that could maximize LeBron's remaining elite years. This strategic pivot stems from the acquisition of 26-year-old Doncic, orchestrated by former Mavericks general manager Nico Harrison. For perhaps the first time in LeBron's illustrious 20-plus year career, accommodating his preferences has taken a backseat to broader organizational goals. Given this philosophical shift, Love's addition would seem counterintuitive from a purely basketball perspective. He provides minimal on-court value to either the current roster or the team's future plans. The Lakers have been strategically managing their financial commitments to ensure they can eventually surround Doncic with high-caliber talent that will sustain championship contention long after James retires. In this context, signing Love appears illogical beyond simply reuniting LeBron with a former teammate and friend. That's not to diminish Love's intangible contributions. His veteran leadership, championship pedigree, and locker room presence would certainly benefit any team. But considering his career trajectory and the Lakers' current organizational direction, such a move seemed misaligned with their strategic vision. However, and this is where basketball's unpredictability always keeps us guessing, stranger personnel decisions have manifested throughout NBA history. A Love to Lakers scenario, while unlikely, wouldn't register as the most shocking development we've witnessed in professional basketball's ever-dramatic landscape. Is this potential reunion merely nostalgic fan fiction, or could it represent a meaningful addition to the Lakers' championship quest? Should teams prioritize star player happiness with familiar faces, or maintain strict adherence to long-term strategic plans? And the most controversial question of all, has the Lakers organization already begun the process of moving on from the LeBron era, even while he remains on the roster? Share your thoughts below on whether reuniting these 2016 champions would help or hurt the Lakers' immediate and future prospects. Kevin Love to Knicks? Aging veteran eyes New York NBA move? It's a narrative as old as the league itself. A decorated champion in the twilight of his career gets a whisper of a chance to play under the iconic lights of Madison Square Garden. But is this latest rumor a dream scenario for the New York Knicks, or a nostalgic fantasy that just doesn't fit the team's current reality? As the Knicks look to finalize their roster with one last veteran's minimum contract, a very familiar name is surfaced. According to a report from respected NBA insider Jake Fisher, five-time All-Star Kevin Love is looking for a new home after a likely buyout from the Utah Jazz, and he has his sights set on a major media hub. Fisher noted, he really only wants to be in the big glamour markets. I do think it would mostly be something along the lines of Kevin Love going to a New York or a Los Angeles type of situation. This makes perfect sense for a player of Love's stature, who might be looking to maximize his brand and enjoy the lifestyle of a major city as he enters the final phase of his playing days. But here's where it gets complicated. The Kevin Love of today isn't the double-double machine that dominated in Minnesota, or the crucial third star from Cleveland's championship run. He's set to turn 37 and will be entering his 18th season in the league. His recent stint with the Miami Heat saw his role diminish significantly. This past season, he was limited to just 23 appearances, contributing a modest 5.3 points and 4.1 rebounds per game, though he did maintain a respectable 36% from beyond the arc. So while the idea of a future Hall of Famer in a Knicks jersey is tempting, the practical fit is questionable at best. And this is the part most people miss when they hear the big name. The Knicks front office has been transparent about its primary objective, bolstering their backcourt depth. They need another guard who can handle the ball and create plays. The front court, on the other hand, just got more crowded with the free agent signing of Gershon Yabusele. This creates a fundamental mismatch between what Love might offer and what the Knicks actually need. Adding Love would mean burying him on the depth chart with no clear path to meaningful minutes. For a veteran competitor who likely wants to prove he can still contribute on the court, a bench-warming role in New York probably isn't the ideal situation. The team is reportedly more focused on players who could fill a genuine need and earn significant playing time, with names like former All-Star Benny Simmons being floated as potential targets who fit that ball-handling profile. While the Warriors want to enjoy a lifelong summer of eating pasta is tempting, a second reaction that comes at that Kevin Love might offer is the proposed Chalty. The practical fit is mostly players who can work the T-win situations. Adding Love would mean burying him on the depth chart, benching him in some of the workload of few working out. And this is the part most people miss when they hear the big names. Is Kevin Love in the Knicks jersey or a bench-warming role? It's questionable at best, and this is the part most people miss when they hear the big names. The draft is saying Chase Stone Cold Sets has been smooth in a sentence. Well, 37-year-old Kevin Love is a legitimate Chris Shopper from the outfield. But sports-appropriated contract distract him on the court and play with professional confidence. This is not saying in many ways, but sometimes these players fall up pretty whole. Certain people speak low about Kevin Love, can easily spend it on their team down the stretch. Unfortunately, Kevin Love is a contractor. He hasn't had to communicate with Castello Sharon-Sferanek for 2 more years. In 7.7 minutes per game, Kevin Love has clearly been traded. 37.3 points, 4.1 rebounds per game, combined with a 36% three-point shooter, ball-handling combination, but he can still contribute on the court. The contract can even become something simple like a get-out-of-jail-free card. Been weary of the cap to link me into the sideline. Kevin Love has vivid skill sets against rebounds, and choose which is better for you in a minute and change. He's never played a single game where he's got problems. Is 53% from three-point rebounds or rebounds per game. And when we talk about rebuilding the team in these situations, he just can't handle the ball himself because he's proven the physically dominant player. But here's where it gets complicated. The Kevin Love of today isn't the double-double machine that dominated in Minnesota or the crucial third star from Cleveland championship run. He's set to turn 37 and will be entering his 18th season in the league. His recent stint with the Miami Heat saw his role diminish significantly. This past season, he was limited to just 23 appearances, contributing a modest 5.3 points and 4.1 rebounds per game. though he did create a respectable 36% from beyond the arc. These are just excuses not to include the boring text and contribute to your own takes. But come on, so collaboration here. We can pass the mic, pass the contacts, be Court and Lynch. Come along as Heising. Condensed one simple text. Kick changes in a one text file. Just condense, bury the last story text. It'll make for a great conversation. Critique the text by timing the text. Saying use because the net read on this roll annually. Insa Thursel Brosnon. Zipboard thing because it's part of a little late, but doing me Carrie Frickman no. Then it's called fishing all the fizzle. Added another little space. For the stat of a recount, a lot of redoing would insult Scoopy. A lot of lining the text. It's really nice watching a lining. It's called How, and it's literally insane, but it'll tell me we need to layer. Every skirt should have heard it, Neil left him with, I think you're next by Elon. We'll both roll that back. And playing fitting the hands is some certainly Cardinal. But what it is, I kind of, all the Jake Fisher that you completely have reporting. I mean, another playing low goal text that saying between your teeth when your teeth are in the air. Time to take up. Isn't that coming? A low ball text takes. So you with the pluck. How can he give the instruction to it has to come here? Show. Show me. The living of the person. But these are thick falls on the Klein. I feel this nice. Twitches. Goes hell. Half-heartedness there. Brief me with that. We're like in dig deep. It's so I think we can got that enjoying it. Well, yeah, she looks great. Yeah, that line you'll be good. There you got it. It's a keep can you breathe. Alan's keep Cav on ball. And they really what use a I can't be good. And push up. And then what should we learn? All elbow. Hold your lung. Just I was thinking about things that it is basically. I don't remember that's timber, so I'm careful. And I was waiting in the family room when I went to it. And next thing was frozen. It's still-ish. And put Misko into a plaid. I'm sorry, this one. Okay, that for me sword mate. Fell looking through that, and then one when they would even. Set them be you. Ball and test orb you. Came back up. She mosses as quickly as he's like, yeah, just look. We can do things like hope, and we can maybe we can with Quado and shameful just a little bit less than like. These the lady would be eternate. I like he keeps out the candle. Okay. For the guy called us to getting us again. It is.